I don't know what happened, guys. The camera cut off. Okay, so you're gonna get this information anyway. So in part two of your Aquarius reading for March into April, Spirit is saying there was a devil in a blue dress. Okay, so someone may like to wear blue, masculine or feminine. I'm not saying the masculine wears a dress. But Spirit is saying, and this movie was, I think, with Denzel Washington. And so, he met a woman. She was very, what do you call it, mysterious, and very seductive. Okay. So he was seduced by her, but it turned out to be a trap. Okay. And so, Spirit is wanting you to be very careful of traps and being lured in and being seduced and not really seeing what the real story is below that, being caught up in, the, what do you call it, the being caught up in the moment, um in the essence of the person, and not seeing what's going on around you. Okay. And you had warnings earlier in the reading about bribery and extortion, and the dating app. So you can meet someone who's very slick, who's very cunning, and charming. Okay. Got my mojo working, muddy waters. This was a guy from, I guess, maybe the 19, I don't know, maybe 1950s. But this was a song, from the South, saying, "I'm going to have all you women under my command." Okay. Okay. So this is a bone daddy. This is a masculine energy that he's got his tools in his tool bag. And one of his tools is his magic stick, if you know what I mean. Okay. So he uses his magic stick to um to manipulate women or the feminine energy and get what he wants. Okay. And so, this can be a form of like sex magic. Okay. A form of like spell work being done. So be very, very careful with this energy. All right. And the card right after that is Bone Daddy, a walking, talking, well hung pleasure factory. This was an excerpt out of the book by R.G. Alexander called Possess Me. Very sexy book. Um, okay. So, Bone Daddy. So, this person is, very well endowed, and he knows what he's got. Okay. And he uses it, I'm hearing, like as a weapon. There could be a bit of passive aggressive energy behind him, um, when he has relations with women. Okay, there could be a bit of a passive aggressive energy there. This is what I'm feeling. All right. But Spirit is saying you'll catch more flies with honey than vinegar. So, someone could be a little rough, okay? And so someone needs to sweeten their disposition. This is a saying in the South, okay? Being all bitter and salty, you ain't gonna get shit. Okay, people are not gonna do anything for you if you come with um that disposition. So I'm not saying it's you. Someone in your love story, you know, they need to sweeten it up. So you could take a little bit of honey, put it on your tongue before you got stuff to say, okay? To sweeten up your disposition. All right. Spirit is talking about Scarface again. I would say that this is a double confirmation on the street hustler thing. Okay. Now, Scarface. This is a classic. Okay. Everybody and their mama has watched Scarface with Al Pacino. And what was it? It was a guy that came over from Cuba. They released a whole bunch of prisoners. So the story goes. Um, uh, they released the prisoner. They sent the prisoners from Cuba into Florida. People had committed crimes. They dumped them off in Florida, or they made it here to Florida and into Florida. And they built themselves up. They did what they had to do to support themselves, and their families. Okay, and Scarface, he was a big time drug dealer, big time hustler in the cocaine market. And he met his demise at the end of the movie. If you didn't see it, you got to see it. I think it's 1980s. All right. So there is this hustler energy that is around you. Okay. If you're not the hustler, there's a hustler energy that's around you. Someone that dibs and dabs, whether you know it or not. right? And then this person could be a rolling stone, because Spirit is saying a rolling stone gathers no moss. So yeah, what you gonna do? There's no foundation. Moss is a plant, and when moss grows, it has sat there. It's taken time to grow, to be nurtured, to be watered, to have the sunlight hit it, and all these things. And so, Spirit is saying that someone gets around and they bed hop. They go from one bed to another. Okay, and there's the way that this person is moving, the foundation is rocky. Like a significant foundation can't be set with someone behaving and conducting themselves like this, okay? And I hate to say it, a lot of hustlers, this is a part of the life, okay? They got one woman, they got a couple women in one state, a couple of women in another state, and spread all over, all right? Or someone who likes the nightlife. They may not be a drug dealer, but that whole kind of Miami nightlife scene or Atlanta nightlife scene, okay, that's not a recipe for for family. It's not a recipe for monogamy, okay? So Spirit is saying someone's a rolling stone. And apparently Spirit does not like this person, because the card that they pulled out is he's about as useless as a screen door on a submarine. Okay. So they got Spirit's got jokes. Spirit is not feeling this person for you. I hate to say it. Okay. And we all know there ain't no screen door on a submarine that's submerged 1,000 feet below sea level. Okay. Now, I don't know what he could do, but Spirit is saying he ain't really good for nothing. All right. This particular masculine energy. Spirit is saying that this is the calm before the storm. So Spirit wants you to keep your eyes open, wide. Okay. So let's do the people deck real quick before I shut down this reading and see who, let's see Spirit giving a description. No, that's too many cards. Let me take these cards. Ooh. Yeah, that's not a good look. Double confirmation. Mm. Okay, we got a description of someone. Someone's got a little muscle. Ooh, we got another description. Okay. No, we will not be using all of these because that's too much. Okay. Okay. Hold on just a second. Oh my gosh, this card went all the way over there. Hold on a minute. All right. Ooh. All right, so we're gonna stop there. All right. So the first card, damn, I think the order messed up. Okay, yeah, I got the order back. All right, so first card that came up is police. I don't know if you could see it. So you could either be a police officer or someone who works for the law. You could be dealing with someone, or the law could be at your door, or the law could be around someone in your love story that you're dealing with. Okay, Spirit is talking about the police. So Popo's up in there somewhere. Okay. Um, this is where I said the double confirmation: a baby and or pregnancy again. So someone had a baby, and you may say, like, well, no one had a baby. Well, no one had a baby that you know of. Okay. Remember, there's lots of secrets. People have a lot of skeletons in their closet. The spirit is saying that there is a baby and or pregnancy in this love story that either happened in the past, is happening now, or could happen in the future. All right. Now, spirit's describing someone who is muscular. Maybe it's this person who's muscular that has this baby, and tall. Hmm. Okay. There's also someone in this love story who is a dancer. Okay, so if they don't dance creatively for a particular dance company, then they could be like a stripper, an exotic dancer, someone who dances at night. That could be a male or a female. Okay, but somehow there's a dancer involved in this. Maybe this muscular, tall person is dealing with a dancer, and maybe that dancer is going to get pregnant, possibly. Okay. Spirit is mentioning something about European. So someone is of European descent, or maybe he went to Europe. It's something regarding European, or you're going to Europe, something like that. Okay. Um, and there's then after that card, it was ex-girlfriend. So maybe this person has an ex-girlfriend that was European, and this ex-girlfriend is somehow figuring prominently here. Maybe she's the ex that's toxic, because there was a toxic ex mentioned in the beginning, but that there's also someone doing love spells. So you have a lot of puzzle pieces to work on. I'm giving you some good stuff for you to kind of sort out. Okay. Um, and someone's crazy and dangerous. So this card came out after the ex-girlfriend. So spirit is saying you got to keep your eyes open, because someone little, they're a little touched. Okay. Um and so yeah, and I understand, I have sensitivity to, people are going through a lot, and breakups are not easy. So it's nothing to be made fun of, but there's someone who's not right. They're a little touched. Okay. And spirit is saying that an offering has to be made. Okay. You definitely have to do some kind of offering, some spiritual bath, set up your ancestors. You can do a candle, a glass of water, put down a bouquet of flowers, some cookies, some candy, sweets, a cup of coffee, a little, shot glass of liquor, okay, and sit there and say your prayers. Be like, look, I'm here. I honor you and I respect you, you know, um, and if you didn't have a great relationship with your ancestors or whatever, be like, look, I'm sorry we didn't have a relationship when you were alive, but I'm hoping you will help me, to do the things I need to do in this world, because I'm still here. And, you got to do something. Spiritual baths, you got to do prayers, meditations, all that, and set that up. Guys, if any of this applies to you, and you'd like a private reading, you can definitely email me at ayabaswind, WYND 999 at gmail.com. If you like the video, please like the video, definitely share, and certainly subscribe. I appreciate each and every one of you. Um, and just, I apologize for my absence, but frankly, I'm a part of the tarot community, and I just needed to take a break because, I got really frustrated with the amount of spell work and dark magic that was being done to the collective, and I was disgusted. I was totally disgusted, and when I was in that state, I did not want to read for you or for anyone. Okay, not in that state. But spring has sprung, and I am so happy and blessed. And I'm going to be doing more readings more frequently. So Aquarius, you are just the tip of the iceberg. Have a wonderful evening, and I will see you um, for your next month's reading. Um, and also, too, guys, look, if you watch my other videos, if they pop up and they resonate, then take that information and use it to help you, okay? I know people get stuck on, oh, that's not this month's reading. It's last month's reading. It doesn't apply. It's no good. No, guys, these readings, like all the readers say, this is so cliche, and I hate cliche, but I gotta say it. These readings are timeless, all right? And so if a reading pops up, even though it was a year ago or 5 months ago, there's spirit is leading you to it for a reason. Okay, guys, have a great evening. Ciao.